What's up everyone, it's Kani with MoneyVest. So in this video, we are going to be talking about NIO, Palantir, and SOFI. This is going to be your technical update on these three stocks. I'm going to break down exactly what key levels we need to watch for these companies to kind of help you plan out your trades and also go over the entire technical analysis on these three companies. As always, if you enjoyed this video, find it helpful, make sure that you drop a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Again, link to our Discord and Patreon is going to be down below if you're interested in joining, and of course getting access to all the members only private videos. You get access to all the tutorials, all the informational videos, educational videos, as well as the Discord channels and trade alerts and buy and sell alerts and options alerts as well. So I've opened up a couple more spots. That 16% annual discount is still available for a few more days. Link's going to be down below. We'd love to have you on board. So first things first, let's talk about SOFI. And SOFI has been selling off more recently. So we have seen quite a consistent sell-off over here. But overall, of course, it was at the time back in 2021, 2022, it was trading all the way up to $28, $29 per share in this sort of consolidated pattern before finally breaking out over here, breaking down basically, selling off quite consistently. And this right here was the new range within which it was trading. So it was basically going sideways over here. And since then, it saw a very nice breakout, then a little bit of that downtrending channel, somewhat of a bull flag, and then another breakout to the upside. And now it's starting to roll right back down a little bit, selling off. This right here is the entire technical analysis from my previous video. If you guys remember correctly, I did a video on all these three companies last week. And this right here is the resistance that we identified at close to $10 per share. And support level 1 is going to be close to $7.90. So this right here is going to be that level to watch all the way down to $6.51. So this right here is going to be that next support. All the way down to $4.15 is going to be another level of support. So previous support level, this right here, previous support level, of course, perfectly acting as an area of demand for SOFI. And this right here is going to be another area of support to watch for SOFI as well. So right now we're starting to see a little bit of that momentum lower. So if it does end up breaking down below, let's say $8 or $7.90s, the next support is going to be $6.51. So that is going to be the level to watch all the way down to $4.25 for SOFI as well. This right here is another chart basically showing us the RSI and the MACD as well. And more recently, I mean, of course, we've seen a bigger sell-off here for the stock, and the next more important support right over here with the RSI also, of course, trending lower, and the MACD's also been selling off. So 651, in my opinion, is going to be a much better area of support. So this right here, very nice area of demand, and I feel like if it does end up coming down, that could be a reasonable price to be dollar cost averaging into for SOFI a little bit more. As you guys already know, my intrinsic value is a lot lower based on the price to sales multiple model for this company. So these are the three areas of demand to keep intact, and right now we're still kind of validating the first one, which is about $8. That's going to be S2, which is support level 2. And this right here is going to be S3, which of course is going to be the best area to be dollar cost averaging into. And this right here is going to be R1, which of course represents the resistance where we are getting rejected at the moment. Now this right here is going to be Palantir, and Palantir on the day also has been consolidating sideways, in fact, over the last several months here. So it's just been trading in that range. Of course, it was in a very similar range before finally seeing that breakdown here. Of course, sold all the way back down, was trading in a new range over here before finally seeing a breakout. So almost an identical pattern to SOFI. And this right here is a more recent, more near term consolidated pattern here. So again, consolidating in between those two levels, $16.81 and $14. So those right there are going to be the levels to keep in mind for Palantir. Once again, a lot of consolidation and of course a sideways price action for Palantir. So that is going to be that resistance where we have gone rejected multiple times, and very, very, very strong support here inside this green rectangle for Palantir. This is a little bit of a zoomed in chart. We do have somewhat of a gap to also fill in for Palantir. So of course it's been selling off here, so it's kind of filled a little bit of this gap, but we still have a little bit left and a much stronger support, like I said, of $14, and that is going to be S1, which could actually represent a good trading opportunity for Palantir, because every time we've come down to that level, we've seen a very nice move back up. So this right here, a very nice move back up. This right here, another very, very nice move back up. So 3 times in a row, it's seen a very nice validation and that support level getting validated with a move back up. So if it does end up coming down to S1, which is $14, we can take a trade back up to 20. That's going to be a pretty solid rate of return with a nice swing trade opportunity for Palantir, with the RSI MACD also coming down. It's been a little bit more on the oversold side, so we'll be waiting patiently for Palantir to drop down to $14. I'll also be looking at maybe selling some cash secured puts down to 14, maybe sub $14 support levels for Palantir to dollar cost average into eventually, and of course, rebuild that position a little bit better and bigger for Palantir. Now, NIO, where do I even start? NIO's just been struggling day after day, week after week. This right here has been the overall downtrend, and this is a little bit of a falling wedge pattern for NIO. And then, of course, we saw an immediate breakout to the upside, and this right here is going to be that resistance at $16 per share. So that is going to be that level to keep in mind for NIO. And of course, we're starting to see a little bit of that downtrend and of course selling pressure, with NIO bouncing right back up to this resistance at $7.29, close to $7.30, and then of course selling right back down. So this right here is going to be that area of support to watch. Very, very important support for $7 for NIO. If it ends up breaking down below this level, well, NIO investors are going to be pretty much doomed, because then low fours is what we are really watching and waiting for as a support for NIO. So right now, again, huge validation here, huge validation here. We are exactly trading at that level, and it doesn't look strong. NIO, unfortunately, does not look like a strong stock here, with that support sitting right at $7 per share. If it ends up breaking down below, then we're most likely looking at low fours for the company. This again is going to be a little bit of that zoomed in version, and that's, you know, again, it's a more fundamental story than anything else. Technicals are weak, no doubt, but of course fundamentals have still yet to improve. Profitability wise, delivery wise, margin wise, balance sheet wise, everything is not moving in the right direction. There's been too much focus on there's really not been any focus. The company's been focused very much on doing too many things and not really being efficient or being profitable and focus on one single thing and doing it well. It's just been all over the place right now, unfortunately. And as a result, the stock price has reflected that, as investors are not really particularly happy with that approach. So that being said, again, $7 is going to be for NIO. It's not going to be from a reversal trade idea, because it looks really, really weak. Palantir looks pretty strong at $14. So that is a potential trade idea that I could see myself taking. And of course, selling some cash good puts at 14 sub $14 strikes. And then when it comes to SOFI, we'll be watching the S2, which is 651. If the sell-off continues, if it ends up breaking down below S1, which is 791, 780. So if you do see a bigger sell-off here, then S2 is going to be that next very, very important support level to watch. And of course, at $4, it's going to be a very, very strong deal, in my opinion, in terms of that pricing. But S2 is what I'm watching for SOFI at 651, and $14 is what I'm watching for Palantir as a potential reversal trade as well. NIO, it's going to be on hold right now in the back burner, not really focused too much on fundamentals or technicals for that company at the moment. So hope you all enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. I just wanted to do a quick technical update on these three companies and kind of point out some key areas of support and resistance and levels that I'm watching, and where I would be a lot more interested in, let's say, dollar cost averaging, or of course buying or trading for a reversal and a swing trade setup as well. So make sure that you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Again, links to our Discord, Patreon is going to be down below. Would love to have you on board. There is a 16% annual discount available for a couple more days. I've opened up a few more spots if you're interested in joining us. And as always, happy investing. I'll see you all in the next video.